What's going on, beautiful people? So, I just wanted to speak into something that's been coming up a lot in my channeling sessions with people, and that is people who have been wanting to know more about their galactic heritage. What star systems they're most connected with, be it the Pleiadians or the Arcturians or the Lyrans or whatever case may be. And I just found that this is an interesting theme playing out because it's actually pointing to something much deeper. You see, I'm someone who really cares about being very practical and very intentional and very grounded, while at the same time satisfying the celestial realm of things. And what I've found in each of my sessions where these things were brought up, first, yes, we bring light to what are these star systems and civilizations that you have connections to. And then what I purposely do is I kind of ask the question, so what? So what? So what you're connected to the Pleiadians or the Lyrans or whoever it is? So what? How is that practical for you in your life? What are you going to do with that information? And I ask that question playfully just to point at the deeper question that's really wanting to be seen. And generally, it's a question of looking for a sense of belonging. It's feeling that you don't belong and you have connections with these other beings, and so you might be looking for myself or someone else to give you confirmation and approval on those things, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. However, what I want to speak to is the deeper question and why that question is even being asked, which is, again, it's usually looking for a sense of belonging. It's like, I just don't feel like I fit in around these people. I do all these weird things. I talk to ETs and this, that, and the other. And so I want to know more about my galactic heritage because it'll give me more of a sense of reassurance and safety to know that I'm not crazy or whatever the story is, right? So ultimately, if you know that this is coming from a sense of desire to belong, what's really looking to happen inside of you is for you to shift into a vibration where you could feel a sense of belonging inside yourself. Okay, let me say that again. What's looking to happen is for you to shift into a vibration where you can feel a sense of belonging inside yourself, which will allow you to feel connected to all those beings while still being here on earth. As above, so below, right? So how do we do that? There's so many different paths for so many different people. It really depends where you are on your journey. But some of the more common ones that I do see come up is, for one, if you're not feeling a sense of belonging, chances are it's because you're not in your home vibration. Your home true vibration is where you feel most connected to all those things at once and that sense of belonging, which could look like you letting yourself be weird. Have you been holding back your weirdness? Maybe feeling like you need to please others or care for others where you really don't care, and act more normal where you really just want to be bizarre and weird and whatever else. If you're not letting yourself be one of your true frequencies, then that's one of the frequencies that gives you the access point to the belonging vibration, to the home vibration. Because when you let yourself be weird, your world opens up and you feel connected and you feel like you and you feel like you belong. Okay, so that's just one idea. So it might be a sense of weirdness wanting to come out. It might simply be you just letting yourself have more fun, right? Because, maybe because you feel afraid of the judgment of other people about the way you talk about your spiritual gifts and people not believing in it and thinking you're crazy. And so you kind of are a little bit more undercover about it and serious about it, when really you just want to talk silly and fun about it. Like, oh man, I talked to this ET and it gave me this information and then I activated this grid and then I healed this person. But it's from the energy of fun. It's not what you're saying, it's the energy in what you're saying it in and how you're letting yourself be expressed in your day-to-day life. So the question I guess I'm pointing to is, what vibration are you not letting yourself have because of a limiting belief? Is it your weirdness wanting to come out more? Is it you letting yourself be fun and joyful in the things that are true to you? These are the things that are going to connect you to your home vibration, your home frequency, HOME, heaven on Mother Earth, your home vibration, and give you that sense of belonging where you feel the most connected to the Galactic Federation and all these other things, which are very real, and to Earth, so that you can be grounded and practical and at the same time very precise and celestial. Okay? Now, those are the main reasons why people look for their galactic heritage and stuff like that, is really a sense of belonging. Another reason that I did see pop up is the search for knowledge. There's this, I guess I'll speak to this one briefly because I don't know how much more relevant this one is, but it's coming up. So sometimes it's just a search for knowledge where you just want to know more. You know, like you're looking to develop your gifts. You know that you're a channeler, or you've been told you're a channeler, or you've had certain psychic experiences and you want more of them. You know, you've had this profound meditation or ayahuasca or psychic experience where Thoth came to speak to you and told you something, or Merlin or angels or whoever that, you know, your master spirit guide, whoever it was. You've had these profound experiences, and so now you're wanting more of it because you know that you're in tune with these things. So what that might cause people to do is to seek external knowledge. And that is good, however, it'll only take you so far. Because if you, for example, if you get connected to certain beings and guides, and then now you start to look them up and see, you know, on Google or in books, like who they are, what they represent, it's fascinating. It's really fascinating information, and you'll feel lots of resonance. And a lot of it is just mind calories. It's knowledge, right? It's useful in the sense of giving you a foundation in your consciousness for who these beings are. But once you have an idea, just an idea of who these beings are, then the idea is to let go of external knowledge, let go of seeking the confirmation on the outside. Because when you let go of seeking external knowledge, then your consciousness reorientates itself and connects you to your inner knowledge, your inner wisdom, your inner Google, so to speak. So that way, instead of filling up your mind, which is the hard drive of your consciousness, with a bunch of knowledge and facts and information, you're saying, you know what, I'm going to empty this hard drive and I'm just going to use my inner Google anytime I want information, which is your intuition, your channel. And so part of accessing that is letting go more of the mind complex and the need to understand, because, you know, it feels good to get knowledge. Oh, it feels good, I get it, I understand. But it's a bit of an illusion at times if what you're looking for is to feel supremely connected, to feel in your gifts, embodied in your gifts. Okay? So the idea then is to let go of the search for external knowledge in your consciousness as well. You know, because if you let go of books or whatever, but then any chance you get to speak to a channeler or a psychic or whoever, you might start asking about, so am I Pleadian, or whatever the question is, then that means you're still holding space in your consciousness for external knowledge to come in so that you could feel satisfied, which again, nothing wrong with that. The question just is it serving the purpose that you're looking for? Because if your purpose is your inner gifts and to embody the magic that you are, and to know that information for yourself beyond what anyone else can tell you, then it might not be serving that purpose. So let go of the search for external knowledge, even in your consciousness, and just be willing to let yourself feel all the things that's going on inside of you. One of the key components to allowing yourself to feel your gifts, you know, if you're someone who has trouble with feeling and sensing the energetic reality of the world, chances are you're also someone who doesn't let yourself feel all your emotions. Maybe you contain your anger, you contain your rage, you contain any emotion that you've labeled as bad or that you hate or as negative, when really it's just authentic. It's another aspect of yourself. It's just emotion. So the idea is to build a relationship with your emotions and maybe even talk to your emotions. Be like, hey, are you bad? No. Oh, well, what purpose are you serving? Well, I'm here to liberate you. Oh, and how's that going to help? Oh, well, I'm going to bring more of your passion and fire more online, and then you're going to inspire people because they're going to see more of you, and you're going to give them realizations. See, I'm improvising a pretty real scenario for most of you. So if you want to get more into that space, let yourself feel your emotions, uncontain them, let them be free, give yourself permission to express them. And I'll give you a little trick for doing this. For those of you who feel uncomfortable about letting, let's say, anger be expressed with loved ones, you know. So the trick is this: is let's say you live with people and you're wanting to be more expressed in your emotions, but you feel uncomfortable. You can simply say to them, "Hey, I'm going through this growth. I'm learning to grow myself, and one of the things that's very uncomfortable for me is expressing the anger that I feel inside, or the rage, or the shame, or the whatever it is." And so I just wanted to be heard and to let you know that I'm just looking for support. If you can just create, just I'm just creating a space for myself to be expressed and letting you know what's happening. So if I start expressing my anger more, know that it's not directed at you or anything. I'm just being expressed so that it can be free, and I would just love if you can just see me in that. Okay? Or however you say it, but you get the intention in what I'm saying, right? So that's my message for you today, in terms of finding a sense of belonging, connecting into your gifts, embodying your gifts, and all the tools and tips and tricks that you can use to release and enhance your gifts along the way. All right? Lots of love, guys. As always, if this helped you in any way, if this inspired you, if it was useful, please go ahead and share this video. That way the message could get out there and we can share the living magic with the world. Love you guys. Peace.